Hey YouTube, this is the Patriotic Rottweiler. This is my first video since we lost our son Duke. He was 12-and-a-half-year-old Rottweiler. And yeah, we still miss him every day. Yesterday I had a request from a Ford truck enthusiast member asking me about my NUC Motorsports oil bypass system and how I have it installed. I use an AMSOil filter. I think it's the EA100. And it helps filter out the oil better than the factory filter. It's a very good system. I installed it in September of 2011. I've never had a problem with it. It never leaked, never dripped, never nothing. It works great. One little tidbit: if you have an Excursion or F250 and you don't have one of these little Werner step stool little ladder, they are great for working on these trucks, especially the 4x4s. So let me show you the engine bay and how I have it. So I ordered the basic system, and it comes with the caps and stainless steel lines, and normally it is mounted up by my coolant filter, but because I didn't want to make a mess every time I changed the filter, I didn't want to mount it there. The coolant makes enough of a mess, so oil would be even worse. So I decided to mount it down on the frame rail. So in order to do that, you can use the supplied bracket that comes with the system. You just have to get longer stainless steel lines. So the one to the right is your factory oil filter. That one needs to be 72 inches or about 6 feet. And the one to the left is your oil fill, and that one needs to be about 5 feet. So what I did is I guided them down along between the air conditioner box and the firewall down to the frame rail on the passenger side of the vehicle, and mounted used the supplied bracket and mounted it to the outside of the passenger side frame rail. And I'll get a shot of that here in just a second. So, like I said, I don't know if I can get a good shot of where the lines run, but they tuck right down the side of the thing. Make sure you're not touching exhaust. Make sure you're not on anything. Try to keep it away from everything as much as possible. Okay, so now you can see where it's located. It's tucked up out of the way. It doesn't have any kind of interference with anything. Makes it easy to change the filter. You can lay on your back on the ground, or you can even lay on a creeper. You can use a strap wrench to loosen the filter. Just don't torque it too tight whenever you put it back on. I've had them on there before where I put a little bit too much and it was a pain getting it off. So you can see it's attached to the supplied bracket, basically just like it would be if it was under the hood area in the engine compartment. But what I did is I wallowed out the holes on the bracket where it attaches to the upper two transmission cross member bolts. So it was a little bit of effort, but it really wasn't that bad. You just had to wallow out the holes a little bit to make it where you could use both of the bolts. So I'll try to get a closer shot of that. Right there, and I'll try to get a shot on the other side where they come down. So as you can see, okay, there's your stainless steel lines. I kind of have them zip tied there, and they go up towards the engine bay by the firewall. Kind of hard to see. There they are. So I zip tied them to some of these air conditioner lines in a couple spots just to keep them from vibrating and moving around. But other than that, it is a great system. It works really well. I'm really happy with it. And if you have any other questions, contact me on Ford Truck Enthusiasts. And that's the Patriotic Rottweiler.